Ginza, Tokyo. People from all generations come to visit this busy area every day. It is one of the most popular areas in Japan, with its rows of high-class shops selling items such as fashion products and gourmet food. Our newscaster, Hikari Tasaki, visited a store here. It's an apparel brand from the U.S., Tommy Bahama. The concept for the store is, make life one long weekend. But what exactly does that mean? Let's take a look. Take a step inside, and you'll find yourself in a place reminiscent of a tropical country, smelling sweetly of coconuts. Naturally, the primary attraction is the array of fashion items. But in this two-story shop, on the first floor, there is a bar counter. And on the second floor, there is also a restaurant. Here's Tsuyoshi Osugi, retail store manager of Tommy Bahama Ginza. It's very unique for there to be a store that doesn't just pursue its main business of selling apparel, but also has a bar and restaurant, isn't it?
Indeed it is. In Japan, this is the only store of its kind. By combining the store with a bar and restaurant, we create a comfortable environment, and we think of it as a concept wherein people have a relaxed weekend.
These three men established Tommy Bahama in 1993, with the inspiration being island life. Since Hawaii and the west coast of the U.S. are popular resort destinations for Japanese, many customers come to visit Tommy Bahama stores. The company saw an opportunity in the Japanese market and moved to expand there. Why Ginza? We asked Shu Lee, who manages Asia retail operations.
Ginza is one of the premium shopping areas in the world, and any brand would be proud to have a location in Ginza, and we certainly are.
At Tommy Bahama, we were shown a product particular to this store.
We recommend this dress to women. We have a wide variety of materials and patterns, and we change designs like these each month so that we're always providing something new.
Buying clothing from a foreign brand and finding that the size just isn't quite right. Perhaps many of our viewers have experienced that? Tommy Bahama redesigns all of its products to fit Japanese body types. Next, the two headed to the in-shop restaurant. This is Tommy Bahama's recommended menu. Tasaki received these three dishes. The pineapple creme brulee is an exact recreation of an authentic American recipe. Oh, there's pineapple inside. Mmm! The creaminess and tartness are just right. Delicious. Soothing time spent at the resort known as Tommy Bahama. We asked Shu Lee about plans for the future.
We're actually expanding. We constantly looking for locations in Tokyo, Osaka, and any other cities in Japan. We love to looking for another location.
We have Jetro's Yoshihiko Kanai. Thanks for coming.
It's a pleasure to be here.
We first saw an example from the apparel and retail sector. When I went to report on the shop, I found that having food and shopping in the same store seems like something you'd see a lot of, but you don't. So what sort of merits are there when foreign companies expand into Japan?
Yes, well, although Tommy Bahama is just one example, when foreign companies enter the Japanese market, it becomes enriched, and more than anything, it leads to job creation.
What other kinds of merits are there?
From the consumer's standpoint, it would be the wider range of service options available. It means that unique and new services like Tommy Bahama's fusion of fashion and restaurants become an option.
Are there developments like this outside of the retail sector?
Indeed. Let's look at an example of a company that entered the Japanese manufacturing sector.
3, 2, 1, go!
September 2013. Umicore Shokubai Japan, a company that manufactures automobile catalysts, has built a new technical R&D center in Tokonami City, Aichi Prefecture. Why here? We asked Umicore Group's CEO, Mark Grinberg.
We decided to build a new, more modern facility here in Tokonami. Why in Tokonami? Because this is very close to where our customers are, very close to the center of the automotive industry in Japan.
Responsible for manufacturing the automobile catalyst that was developed in Tokonami is Umicore Shokubai Japan's Himeji Development Center and manufacturing site. Perhaps only a few people hear automobile catalyst and know what it means. It's in this part of the car that Umicore Shokubai Japan's products are used. This is the automobile catalyst. The automobile catalyst is an important component that protects the environment by removing pollutants from exhaust gas coming from the engine and making the gas harmless. Umicore Shokubai Japan is a joint venture of Umicore, which has its headquarters in Belgium, and major Japanese chemical company Nippon Shokubai. What sort of sequence of events resulted in the joint venture being established? We asked the head of Umicore Japan.
On a global perspective, there are 4 very big markets. It's the American market, the European market, the Chinese market, and the Japanese market. The Japanese automotive industry is a very strong player on global perspective. So Japanese OEMs are specifying components in Japan. So it's very important to be very active in Japan and establish a very good relationship with Japanese OEMs.
Here we have Yojiro Takahashi, Managing Executive Officer of the Corporate Planning Division at Nippon Shokubai. He tells us that there are merits to R&D cooperation and the utilization of Umicore's business network.
Umicore has already expanded globally, so they can provide production access, human resources, R&D synergy, sharing of networks, and coordinated development services to Japanese manufacturers. They have those strengths. As business partners, we'd like to continue to grow with them globally.
What did you think about the 2 examples we've seen, a retail and a manufacturing company?
Tommy Bahama, which we saw first, is providing new services that didn't exist before. And Umicore Shokubai Japan is an example of succeeding in business expansion by utilizing each company's technology and networks. However, Japan is still lagging in attracting foreign companies compared to other advanced nations like Europe and the US. To grow the Japanese market, we should make use of the resources foreign countries have to offer.
It seems like there are quite a few merits to having foreign companies enter the Japanese market. Thank you for watching and see you next time.